One of the most common questions I get asked is, what's the deal with these sovereign citizen videos? Do these guys ever win in court? Well, here's a brand new one that just made the news out of Volusia County, Florida.
It's going to be at Howland and Catalina. It's a blue Ford truck displaying some kind of sovereign citizen looking tag. Can you start us a second, please? Post the Union Treaty. Geneva Convention neutral zone transport vehicle.
The body cam footage was released by the sheriff there, showing two people arrested after claiming essentially that laws don't apply to them because they're sovereign citizens. Is there anything to this? Take a look at the footage and then I'll answer that question with some applicable case law citations.
You know what the flag upside down means?
No.
It's a sign of distress. Hey boss, how you doing? Not too bad. Deputy of the Sheriff's Office.
According to the media report, which I'll link at the blog post linked below, it started when deputies pulled a man over because of a strange-looking license plate. Body cam video shows the driver speaking with a woman on the phone while handing the deputy a stack of papers instead of a driver's license. After the suspect, identified as Destry Wogerman, is put in handcuffs, the woman whom he was on the phone with rolls up. It ends with Laurelyn Nabozny's window getting broken, and she gets arrested too. Destry Wogerman was arrested for driving without a license and driving a registered vehicle. Both Wogerman and Nabozny were arrested for resisting deputies.
I just got pulled over.
Hey, so the reason why I'm stopping you, boss, I didn't recognize the tag that was on your vehicle.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have your driver's license registration with you?
Here you go. I got the paperwork right here. Where's the paperwork at, Michelle? Here. All right.
It's where?
Yeah, I'm seat.
Okay.
Here. She wants to talk.
It's on speaker.
Here, go.
Okay, where's your driver's license, boss?
That's for this. No, I don't need my window down.
I'm sorry. So, do you have a driver's license?
Yeah, we're right there.
Okay, what's your name, boss? I don't see your name on here. Can you point it to me?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not how this works. Where's your driver name at?
I'm just giving him the paperwork.
Ma'am, if he refuses to identify himself in this traffic stop, it's going to be an issue.
Sir?
Uh-huh.
He is identifying as a national of the neutral power states. As you know.
It doesn't matter who he identifies as. He's operating a motor vehicle in the state of Florida, ma'am. The tag on his vehicle does not appear like it's proper back to any state. So it appears the vehicle is unregistered. Then on top of that, I come up here, I'm asking for his identification documents, and he's handing me a stack of the papers instead of a driver's license. So I'm concerned he might be driving without a driver's license, and his vehicle might be unregistered.
On his phone right now because he signed a heart treaty, and you are in violation of it right now.
Sir, what's your name?
Everything, right here.
Can I see your name, please?
Right here.
Where?
Right there.
Please point to it.
Right there.
Where's your name, sir? I'm not
Right
seeing
there.
it. Are you the postmaster? That's what
Yep,
it says. Postmaster?
Yes, I am the postmaster.
All right, so is your first name Mark or your last name Mark?
No.
So nothing on here has
Right
your
there.
name.
Right there.
Is your Destiny
First name.
Mark? Destry?
Yep.
Is that how am I saying
Yep.
it? And what's your last name, boss? I can't see it.
Right there. Walgerman.
Walgerman? What's your date of birth, sir?
It's all right there.
It's not
I'm
on
not
there.
telling him anything.
All right. Well, this is the thing. If we cannot properly identify you, then there could be a potential issue for us coming up. Well, that's fine. He doesn't necessarily have to talk to me, but he does have to obey my lawful commands. Hey, Murphy.
Why is he looking at my truck for?
This is part of his job. Hey, Murphy, can you just switch with me real fast? All right, sir. This is kind of where we're at. So I checked the...
Hang on, Michelle. Hang on. Michelle, hang on.
So this is kind of where we're at. So I checked the VIN. The car is currently, looks like it's unregistered. So if you don't have, do you have a Florida driver's license or a driver's license out of another state that I can check to ensure that you're a licensed driver?
Right there's all I got.
Okay, well, there's a problem. So I tried to search you up under this. I can't find anybody, I can't find you. So if I can't verify that you have a valid driver's license, then how am I supposed to let you drive off?
She's coming.
That's not gonna change anything.
He's saying I gotta have a valid driver's license
To operate a motor vehicle in the state of Florida, yes, sir.
Okay, here it's Catalina and Howland.
Yeah.
Okay, sir, it's a simple question. Do you have a valid driver's license?
Right there's all my paperwork I got.
Okay.
She's coming over.
All we're trying to do is just identify you, that's it, and then send you on your way. Is that your last name?
Yep.
Okay, is your ID through Florida? What state is it from? What state is it from?
Right there's she's coming to talk to you.
That's fine. What state is your ID from?
I don't have an ID. I was surrendering my ID and my birth certificate and everything.
When you used to have an ID, what state was it from?
Colorado.
Colorado?
Yeah.
Okay,
But
what's
they
your,
don't-
what's that?
They won't register because it's fine. Here she is. She's right there.
That's fine. I don't need her actually, and she's not going to come over here. What is your date of birth? Okay.
Does that make sense?
Not
She
at
knows
all.
This. I know.
Destry, hop on out.
I'm not. Why do I need to get out of my car? Have I done something wrong? Wait, whoa! Before you drag me out of the car, what have I done?
Hop out of the car.
Have I done something wrong?
You're failing to identify yourself.
That's not a law. That's not a misdemeanor. It's not a law. Hey, don't get in my car. What are you guys doing? What's this? They're jerking me out of the fucking car, Michelle.
Get out.
They're getting me out of the
Get out.
car. All right, I'm getting out. All right, I'm getting
Stop
out.
pulling away
I'm
from me
getting
before
out.
you hand
You guys are jerking me around. You guys are jerking me around.
Look over.
Good.
I got you.
All right. Well, I'm not jerking around.
Now you're under arrest, buddy.
Damn. Now to show my ID is not a federal offense. You tell me. Not an ID state
Separate
here.
your feet, boss.
Not an ID state here. And I don't go for certain seats.
Okay.
Title 18 section.
Yes. Do you want to talk to him or not? If not, we're going to get him out of here. We're trying to give you the keys. Hey, what?
Hey, watch your back.
I'm calling myself because I have a phone number for him.
Unlock this door now.
No, I'm not gonna unlock. You.
Get out.
We break it?
Open the door. No. Yes, so. Now get out. Get out.
Larza.
Get out.
Out of the car.
Oh, shit. Stop it.
Is anybody else covered in blood?
This is my blood.
All right. I don't know.
This happened in Florida. Florida is in the 11th Federal Circuit, so to find the applicable federal constitutional law, you look first, of course, to the U.S. Supreme Court and then to the 11th Circuit, then elsewhere. The federal courts in Florida and the 11th Circuit have addressed sovereign citizen arguments many times. One recent case out of the U.S. District Court for the Middle District of Florida, Ford versus Antonides, issued October of 2022, alleges basically the same facts that we have here in this video. There, in that case, the plaintiff, Tyree Ford, filed a pro se civil rights lawsuit, a Section 1983 case, from Lee County Jail, alleging that he was unlawfully arrested after a traffic stop, seeking $2 million in damages. But the court wrote that instead of alleging facts showing that the stop of his car was somehow improper, leading to a claim for false arrest or false imprisonment, plaintiff bases his claims against the defendant officer on an argument that he was immune from the traffic stop because he displayed a sign on his car informing her that he was a traveler, not for hire, private property. This argument is similar to those espoused by self-proclaimed sovereign citizens, as explained in a 2019 Law Review article. Then the court cites this Law Review article. Here's what it says. The most common type of sovereign citizen claim encountered by local and state police, as well as federal border patrol agents, is the, quote, right to travel. Citing the Constitution, Supreme Court cases, and a plethora of other sources, sovereign citizens believe that they are not required to have driver's license plates, vehicle registration, or to stop at border or sobriety checkpoints. Similar to other claims, sovereign citizens discussing the, quote, right to travel place special emphasis on the words being used. They differentiate between a driver and a traveler, an automobile and a motor vehicle, commercial and non-commercial, and public versus private conveyances. Once a sovereign citizen claims that he or she is merely a traveler or traveling, he or she then uses federal and state cases to support the, quote, right to travel. Sovereign citizens also believe the right to travel constitutes a complete bar on government interference with travel in the absence of probable cause or evidence that a victim has been harmed. These types of claims that a plaintiff is entitled to different treatment as a, quote, sovereign citizen are routinely rejected by federal courts as frivolous. Then the court cites United States versus Sterling, 11th Circuit, 2013. Again, That is the applicable federal jurisdiction here. That case notes that so-called sovereign citizens are individuals who believe they're not subject to court's jurisdiction and that courts have summarily rejected their legal theories as frivolous. That court also cites another federal circuit, United States versus Benabe, 7th Circuit 2011, which describes the conduct of a sovereign citizen and collects cases from around the country rejecting the group's claims as frivolous and recommending that sovereign citizen arguments be rejected summarily. So this is the case law that you will see in all these sovereign citizen cases out of the 11th Circuit. Every single one is rejected as frivolous, then citing those cases, so they don't have to repeat themselves in every case. Back to this case, the court concluded that nothing alleged in plaintiff's lawsuit even remotely suggests that he was entitled to relief against a defendant police officer under these theories. And as noted, plaintiff's sovereign citizen argument has been soundly rejected by the federal courts. Accordingly, all claims against the defendant police officer are dismissed from this action as frivolous and for failure to state a claim on which relief may be granted. So again, this is a recent federal lawsuit, same basic set of facts by a sovereign citizen. The courts basically laugh at it and throw it out. But there are many more cases just like this one using a lot of the same language. Every one of them dismisses the arguments as frivolous and then quickly moves on. So that's just the 11th Circuit. It's the same around the country. So to answer your question, no, there's nothing to it. That's not to say that I don't think Thomas Jefferson is likely rolling around in his grave at the idea of the government requiring license plates and licenses to operate his carriage. But that is the reality that we live in. State law could vary as far as licensing laws and all that, but to my knowledge, there's not a single federal case anywhere in the country where a sovereign citizen has prevailed on these same arguments. They may have prevailed for other reasons. I've also seen videos where cops decide it's just not worth the hassle of dealing with the individual and let them go. But just go ahead and research it yourself. The case law is absolutely full of people who are in prison being told that they're wrong about their arguments, that the courts do have jurisdiction over them. I mean, they are sitting in prison. If you know of a case where a sovereign citizen has prevailed on the merits of these claims, please post the site in the comments. If this has happened, I'd love to know. Hell, I'd be happy to find a location in the country I could move to where the government does not have jurisdiction over me and I can move there and just become a local warlord. So as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe both here and at the blog at thecivilrightslawyer.com. My freedom doesn't end where your fear begins. Freedom is scary. Deal with it.